Sunrise, the promise of a new day. I go outside and set up my camera because I already know this sunrise is full of promise. I've observed this pattern before. The anticipatory blush, the rapidly moving pink-tinged dark clouds, the bare branches of the trees highlighting the narrative, underlining and emphasizing what's to come. The bird song, at first restrained in its expectation, only to swell in a crescendo of wintry chirps and cheeps. They know, these birds. Experiencing the dawn of many days, they feel the promise. They await the change from dark to light, the passage of time. The first break of sun's rays as it begins to warm the darkness. I await it as well, standing in deep darkness, seemingly wrapped in passing cloud shadows, expecting the light. A new day, a new chance, all that is promising, all that stems from hope. But this sunrise does not unfold exactly as I had imagined. The sun does not materialize in blazing yellow light over the ridge. The clouds thicken and fill in the sky as smoke from a fire. Will I be disappointed? Will the birds cease their morning song? Does light not fill the sky? Or does the light just appear in a way I had not fundamentally anticipated? Promise and change. Standing at the brink of sunrises in our lives, there is always promise and change. The two are intimately connected, aren't they? Without promise, how can there be change? I'm speaking of transformative change, life-altering change. Change is inevitable in everyone's lives. But change which blossoms from promise is a very special kind of change, because the change is expected, anticipated, and in some cases, predicted. There is a taste to this kind of change, isn't there? A taste of what's to come. There is not the knowing yet of what could be, only enough to stimulate the imagination. Standing in that space between known and unknown, there is great wonderment, suspenseful hope. Nature has taught me such lessons from countless walks around the property. She has shown me that change is inescapable, especially in the autumn season when change means death. But even then, nature does not resist. She leans into it and spends her final days in wondrous glory. When promise stretches out before us, why do we hesitate to accept the change? Why don't we follow the example of nature, and instead of fighting the transitions and changes in our lives, why don't we openly embrace them instead? Once you do, you know things will never be the same. And that's the promise, isn't it?